play now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll give to Elliott. And an alley to run. A big run that time by Elliott. 54 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
You ain't doing nothing, Bill. You ain't doing nothing.
Looking to throw. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
47. Right there, 54. 54, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 54. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The kick by Maher is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here we go, 46. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, 47. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go, going to 54. Right here. 26.
First down, Prescott going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
At the Vikings 12-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Hey, kill. Knock it out. Mike, 55. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. Go. Get out there. Check.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Going to 52. Sweat. Hey. He's checking. We're going to 54. Right in. Going to 54. Right in.
Here's Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yellow. I'm coming out there.
Hey, exit. Hey, watch that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. No, easy.
Bring it.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Exit.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. We're going to 53. Back.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Here we go, 46. 54. Let's go, defense.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
We're going to 52. 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
54, Mike, 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Gun. Check. Watch 54. There it goes.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
We're going to 54. Line in. Under. 54.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Line 54. Here we go. Hustle.
Prescott yet again. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
47. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. We're going to 54. Why 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, 47.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Cousins, and he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Vikings 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's win. Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing, Cousins, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
54, right there.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, the ball. 54 is Mike, 54. Gun. Here we go, 47. Defense wins championships, baby. Echo. Mike 5-4.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54.
All day, baby, all day.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
We're going to 53.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Under.
Let's go, D, let's go. Let's go. Let's get there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 43 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get him! Get him!
Black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Leave it, Ringo, 48.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Get this. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play.